Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. 1.2 still, because this is still one of my stockpiling episodes, so just bear that in mind, that I am working feverishly off-screen to try to get, well, a semblance of progress back. I am attempting to take the Iron Islands at the moment, and of course that is a little tricky, but thankfully Elias in 1.4 is actually rather powerful at the moment, so I think we're going to be fine, and I believe in the first episode of 1.4 I would like, if possible, to do some of the quests. So when we get to the beginning of one of the quests, such as maybe the Daenerys one, because I don't believe we saw the remake of that, because I do believe they remodeled a lot of the structures and various models of the buildings along that environment. So that would be absolutely amazing to take a look at that. And of course, we do want to participate in the Harrenhal quest as well. And that would be possible thanks to the Westerlands still being around. But I know what you're thinking. Why am I mentioning the Westerlands? Well, there's something going on here, and I think you can probably tell what it is. The Reach, some of their vassals, actually defected and constructed themselves their own Westerlands faction over here. So they're probably going to be spreading out. I'm hopeful that they're not at war against us, but I have a feeling that they probably are. And we're just going to take a look here. Yes. The Westerlands has had the upper hand in the fighting. They obviously don't know what's going on there. Oh my goodness. Well, there we have it. Yes, they are at war with House Reformia, and are they at war with anyone else? Yes, the Reach, and that is it. Oh wow, they're actually in truce against all of these factions for 60 days? That is incredible. Well, that's going to prove rather difficult to deal with. Hopefully not too much just yet, because they are rather far away from anything we have. The Reach is kind of surrounding them on all sides at this time, so I don't think we really need to worry too much about it, but as you can probably see, I was heading over here just to see how many vassals and indeed units they had in the garrison at the Weeping Tower. Unfortunately, it does not seem as though this is going to be very possible. Is it? I mean, it has 3 prisoners here. I was hoping that I would be able to find Belacqo in the prisoner's hold here, but they only have 3 lords that I do not know where they come from. I think actually Dragonstone, isn't it? Yes, Dragonstone, and maybe a Targaryen there as well. But, I'm thinking either Mistwood or Thornton if we're able to head over there as quickly as we can. But I would like to find Belacqo, so let's head over here. Ah, it appears that he is not in the garrison here either. Is any vassal around here that may have him as a prisoner in the area? Maybe? Because I'm pretty sure that Belacqo was over here when he was defeated. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find whoever it may be, but perhaps not. It is looking quite bad at the moment, considering we are actually at war against the Vale as well. So I think we should just get down to business, and Thornton will be our first target. And we will hope that we will be able to take it out. Unfortunately, it is going to be proving to be rather difficult, I think, because it is surrounded by water, and I can imagine that maybe we are going to have, a pretty nice layout as well, but it only has 278 units. Not too bad. Not a lot of prisoners, though, which is a little unfortunate. But let's just see here. Garrett did actually just level up from our trainer skill, so we're going to make good use of that and get him some more in strength, more in power strike, and then we'll give him some two-handed weapon proficiency, as he does have a two-handed axe, after all. That is good. And then, of course, we'll level up some of these fellows too, and that will be it. Now, as you can see, I did actually head back to Pike, get some of these pirate and slaver units out, because I really didn't want many of our sergeants to get taken out, because we are actually dwindling in terms of how many units we have available nowadays. So, yes, I'm hopeful that we'll be able to use those to good effect, and we're just going to be heading in here, I suppose. Now, thank goodness, no siege tower here, but we have some ladders instead. Now, is this going to be one of those layouts that is so painful? I hope not. But let's go. Let us lead our soldiers, and we will do our very best to vanquish their presence here. Oh! Okay. This might actually be quite painful, I think. As you can see, total bottleneck at the start, and a lot of units that don't have shields. For example, this forest bandit is not using his shield for whatever reason, but I suppose that is up to him. And that reminds me to use our own shield. Why not? Yes, let's try not to get taken out immediately here, shall we? And, whoa, did you see that guy? Oh, he went for a fall and died immediately. He actually killed himself, as you can probably see there in the text log. Oh my goodness. Usually they just fall unconscious, but apparently the height was so large that he just died outright. Well, better him than me, that's all I can say. Now, Alan has actually gained a level already, and he's going on a killing spree. He's gotten a triple kill so far. Can he go for the quadra kill? Can he go for the quadra kill? Is he going to? It appears not. Ah, that's a bit of a shame, but he has advanced in level, so that is good. We'll be able to get him some more in... not entirely sure what I was leveling up for him, but I'm pretty sure Power Strike, maybe some Iron Flesh as well, hopefully get him to survive a little bit longer. No! Sir Felton got taken out. He is our newly acquired companion that is going to be an archer, I do believe. So, yes, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Now, our archers aren't actually doing a very good job at the moment. They might be a little bit too far away, but I have a feeling that maybe what we'd want to do is move them a little bit closer here. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to charge, and hopefully they'll stop just behind our infantry here, and then, once we have penetrated their defenses at the front lines here, we'll be able to move our archers into the middle of the courtyard, and we'll make some very good progress there. Now, Carver and Alan, as well as, of course, Sir Jasper, are fighting shoulder to shoulder at the front there, and no doubt they are going to be doing a huge amount of damage to their front lines. I'm actually really surprised that they're still alive, to be honest. I don't know what that says about them, but yes, they are known for being taken out relatively easily, but it appears that all of my rejuvenation efforts have not been in vain. As you can see here, Carver going on an absolute killing spree right there, and now it appears that many of our companions are being taken out by their elite man-at-arms. Ah, not very good, but Carver is still there. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe him. He's actually still alive. And he's still killing things. Oh my goodness. Wow, maybe he's out of their reach. Maybe he's not actually being killed because he's so far away. He is using a polearm after all. A rather large polearm at that. And Drollo is now starting to get a couple of kills too, which is always nice to see. Now, I would like... Wait a minute, can I jump on the side here? Oh! I can kind of use it. Not really. Oh, am I stuck? No! Don't let me get stuck. Nope, I'm just crowd surfing from... Are you serious? I'm actually going back and forth? Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna need to get out of here as quickly as we can. Oh, maybe? Yes? Oh, there we go. We're just hopping back and... Okay. Interesting. I hope that we're actually going to get out here soon, because otherwise... Oh my. I'm actually going to cut away here, and I will see you soon. Hopefully we will not be in this predicament, though. Okay, so this is a better predicament, I do believe. I do apologize for the camera in the previous part there, because we were having a couple of jolting efforts going on there from our camera, so that was not too nice. But now it's a little bit smoother, and as you can see, we are consistently crowd surfing. So yes, he's rather enjoying himself, I have to admit, but unfortunately, we have not been able to get to the front just yet. So hopefully, considering they are starting to have a couple of dwindling units here, we will actually glide our way to the front of the line. It appears that we are gliding a little bit at least, and maybe we will be lucky enough to have our feet touch the ground once again, and we will not be stuck in this perpetuous motion for too much longer, but who knows? Who knows? We're not really moving at all though, so motion might actually not be the correct term to use, but never mind. We are hopefully going to be getting there, and hopefully getting some action soon as well. We are penetrating their defenses by the looks of things. So, let's take a look at how many we've taken out. Not much at all. Yeah, that's actually not too good. We've only taken out 47 of them, plus 19, of course, wounded. And we've lost, well, I wouldn't say relatively the same, but we are losing quite a lot. And now we're entering. Yes! Go! Penetrate the defenses, everyone! Yes, this is exactly what we wanted to see. Excellent. Excellent work, guys. Now, could you move so that I can actually get down here? I would appreciate it. Could you move? Yes? Yes, maybe? Oh my. Yes? Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay, come on. Now please, just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I want to get in there and do some damage. Hopefully get our archers into a good position as well, because they're at the back. They're waiting for us to clear the path for them, I suppose you could say. Please let that be a reality for us here. Oh no. And why did I jump there? That was a bit of a mistake, I think. But we are on the side here. Can I actually make my way over there now? I might be able to. Oh, yes. Maybe? Come on. Come on. Let me get in there. Yes! Yes, almost. I'm going to get Blackfire out. I am prepared. I am waiting the go order, I suppose you could say. Yes, there we go. Our first kill. Oh, no, our first damage, shall we say, in this particular siege. And we are in. Oh, yes, we are in. And we are now going to be taking some damage to these fellows here. And unfortunately, they are doing a relatively good job at avoiding our focus, which is actually not too good, but we are crushing through some of their blocks, and oh no, wait a minute. Where are their archers? Oh, there's the archers. That's definitely something we want to deal with, isn't it? And why am I being shot so much? Oh my goodness, are they behind me? No. Interesting. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how they are able to penetrate our shield, but it appears that they are able to nevertheless, even though I have it up. So we're going to have to use the environment to our advantage here, and hopefully not get taken out as a result. I can only be thankful that we have this armor on. If I did not have this armor on, I think I probably would have been very easily dead there. So let's head in, take these guys out as best we can. We're going on a one-man mission once again, and hopefully we'll try to take these guys out post-haste. Let's do it. Okay, come on. Come to meet me outside on the battlements if you dare. It appears that this fellow does dare, though. Oh my. Oh no, we're actually getting shot as well. Let's try not to fight on the doorway there. Not too smart. Okay. Yes. Take him out. Take him out. Thank you. Now let's switch to our Blackfire. I think that's probably going to help us out a little bit more. Now, no. You're not going to be able to shoot us. Thank you. Let's use our overheads. Wow, who was shooting me there? I didn't see anyone shoot us. Wow, okay. Well, props to them. They did a good job, I have to admit. And now, how are we doing downstairs? I was able to distract the archers for a little bit of time, but not that long. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not able to get the battle map up, and we are seeming to lose quite a few units to death, which is very peculiar indeed, because Brynden, I do believe, is still alive. So I'm not entirely sure why we are losing so many in that way. We do have a lot of surgery skill, so I was hopeful that that would actually help us out a little bit, but it appears maybe not. This is one of the more painful layouts. I do remember that one of the other castles that we did attempt to take a while ago was similar to this one, and it, well, suffice it to say, was not a pleasant sight. We did lose quite a few of our units, but we did have Brynden doing his job at that point. He's not really doing his job this time around, unfortunately enough. Was he already taken out? I don't believe so. Strange. But we have received some more reinforcements, so the only thing we can hope for, cross your fingers everyone, is that everyone is able to take out these guys, vanquish the infantry down on the courtyard floor here, and then head up immediately to these archers, although it appears that our elite longbowmen are incredible in melee. What's going on here? They're taking out all of the veterans. That is impressive. I have to say, that is very impressive. I was not expecting our elite longbowmen to actually do a very good job, but I suppose they are better here than they are outside doing absolutely nothing, because I do believe these turrets over here by the enemy archers are actually very good at blocking arrows, as you can see here. Some of the arrows on the outside, and, whoa, many more arrows over here as well, have been blocked by the castle itself. So I am hopeful. I am very hopeful that we will be able to do this. I really do not want to retreat, because then we'll have to go through the anguish of heading through this bottleneck once again. And that would not be very nice for us to do. I can only hope that these guys are going to be taken out soon, and then their archers will pay the price for what they did to Elias. Oh yes. Elias did get taken out a little bit too soon, in my opinion. I think maybe I made a little bit of a judgment error there. What I should have done was fought on the courtyard floor and stayed around here. This area right here, I think, is a safe spot apart from that one archer there, and I don't think he would have been able to take us out too easily. So if we had stood there, then I think we would have had a much better chance of survival. And it appears we have taken out all of their infantry, but at what cost? We have lost many units in the process of taking this, and it makes me feel like maybe we should have gone into battle with one of the Stormland's vassals in a field battle, and actually vanquish them like that, rather than trying to take this. But I suppose territory is the be-all and end-all, and if someone decides to come over here and siege it, then be my guest, why not? Let us welcome them with open swords. Oh yes, and we will teach them the manner of how you're supposed to defend. Oh yes, but now we are getting a lot of mounted sergeants in here. Oh my goodness, we're actually getting all mounted sergeants coming in, and hopefully they will all use their shields to good effect. Although these Stormlands longbowmen have proved themselves to be deadly adversaries in the past, and it appears that we are now going to be vanquishing them, and it appears that that will be victory for House Reformia once again. And what are we going to do after this? Are we going to be heading off, or are we going to stay here and defend it a little bit? I think what we'll do is we'll rejuvenate our units as much as we can, and then from there we'll probably try to maybe skirmish. Yes, I think maybe skirmish with some of their vassals, because if we allow them to run around continuously, then they will obviously get momentum, and they'll be able to form a pretty organized force, and then obviously launch offensive sieges and battles against us, and that's probably not going to be a very good situation to be in. So yes, let's hope that we'll be able to launch some skirmishes against them in just a second after we have survived this particular offensive push here. It doesn't appear to be working too well, I have to admit. It is because of this bottleneck, though. I think as soon as these front line archers get taken out, we will be able to push forward and make our presence known. And still, I'm not entirely sure where that quote is from, but it does seem to be rather in my mind these days for some reason, but yes. Okay, well, I think this is it. This is definitely victory. And I really am just wanting to see the stats for how many casualties we've had. I do believe it's going to be a grievous number. And how many we were able to kill ourselves. I do believe that's not going to be a very grievous number at all. That's probably going to be one of the lowest denominations we've had over the last 10 episodes, maybe even 20. And yeah, not very proud of that, I have to admit. I do believe Elias was taken out a little bit too soon, and as I stated before, I think we should have stayed down to help our units get through the infantry, and then from there, we could have all assaulted the longbowmen ourselves, and I think that would have been a very, very good idea. Now, there aren't any other stairs to get up here, unfortunately, so yeah, we would have all had to go into this bottleneck and take them out like that. Otherwise, I think I probably would have tried to get round them, of course, and try to flank them, but that is not a very good castle layout, having 2 stairs to the archery nest. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these kinds of situations, and they wouldn't be able to hold out for very much longer at all. But there it is. The last remaining unit is now being taken out, and there it is. Yes, very nice indeed. Victory has been achieved once again, and we will now see what kind of units we lost. We lost 89 to death. Okay, that's actually not too bad if most of them... Oh. Wow. 15 elite longbowmen and 15 mounted sergeants. That is quite painful, I have to admit. I was hoping that we'd lose a few more, well, forest bandits and pirate swordsmen, I suppose, and maybe slaver spearmen as well. We lost 11 slaver spearmen, so I suppose that's not all bad. I was hoping that they would, of course, buffer our units quite a bit, so that our units would be able to get in there and do some damage. But, as it stands, look at the kill count of Carver. 22 kills from him right there. That is excellent. I am so proud of him right now. And, of course, we were able to take 12 out with King Elias, which is really pitiful in comparison to our previous performances, but I suppose that is what we get for running in against the Stormlands Longbowmen. Probably not the greatest idea, is it? Okay, so let's see. Can we take some sergeants here? Yes, we can. There we go, thank you. And let's take... Whoa, that's actually really nice. Is it? Yes, it is. Look at that. 16 armor. That is impressive. Okay, very nice. Now, who do we want to give this to? I think we'll give this to Clavis, because he's actually really close. Well, technically, his other territory is quite close, so we'll give it to him. He is rather low on relation as it stands, so I think that will save him for a little bit. And Berengar is also having some problems with us. 17 relation for him. So maybe if we come across something else, perhaps Mistwood? Mistwood might be good for Berengar, but I don't really want to give that to him, to be honest, because he does roam around this territory right here, and I think it would be somewhat pointless to give him this. But we have given quite a few different fiefs to Fenna, and she is obviously all the way in the north, and we gave her some down here, so that's probably a mistake, but we are, of course, going to be seeing the new version soon, so not entirely sure how much difference it really makes, but yes, maybe we should have kept it a little bit more uniform. But nevertheless, we have Alan here. He has advanced in level once again, of course. So let's get him... Wait a minute. Let's get him some in shield. I think that's going to make more difference than getting him some in Iron Flesh. And there we go. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is we'll wait here for some time, and we will see if any of the Stormlands vassals decide to turn up. And oh! Oh my goodness, look at that! Old Father of the Stormlands has been taken prisoner by House Targaryen, and Archon Belacquo has been freed by House Targaryen. Impressive. Very nice indeed to see that. That is excellent. And as you can see there, Storm's End has now just been besieged. So I think we're probably going to be heading off there. Thornton is defended by 69 units, and I'm hopeful that that will be enough to fend off any attacks. But probably isn't. But we are going to be... We are going to be heading back to Storm's End, but as we see here, we have come across a real-time event. You happen to find a purse filled with coins. You give the purse to a hospice for abandoned children, or you keep the purse for yourself. Now, we're going to gift the purse. We gain honor. Even more honor. We have too much honor, I think, but still. Okay, so we have a reasonable amount of units here, especially these guys. 65 Dothraki Screamers. Definitely something I want to avoid, but we're just going to go in here because we need to be rejuvenating ourselves a little bit more. Now, I do believe this guy is going to be heading in here without his friends, so this might actually be very advantageous for us. Okay, so apparently this fellow is just waiting here for quite some time, and he is not deciding to do much, if anything at all, so I am a little bit worried. Yeah, he's just waiting. So I'm not entirely sure what I should do, really, because, as you have stated, the Dothraki vassals from the Kisra Khalasar are definitely not to be messed with. This is one of their defectors, I do believe. 65 Screamers. I do believe we are going to be absolutely massacred if we decide to attack him. So, instead, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. And next time on A Clash of Kings 1.2, we are going to be hopefully sieging Mistwood, maybe taking Weeping Tower, and then from there, I'm pretty sure 1.4, and that version will be ready to be produced into a full-fledged episode. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.